Have you ever paused in the stillness of your soul and wondered if the whisper you hear, the quiet, persistent call stirring within, is truly my voice? Even amid the ceaseless noise of your days, amidst the tumults of doubt and the unseen tremors of your fears, I speak to you now, for I have beheld the longing in your spirit and the hope that flickers within you like a hidden ember in the cold of night. I have known you, my beloved, since before the dawn of your breath, since before time wove its delicate thread through the tapestry of your existence. In the silent sanctuary of your mother's womb, I formed you, knitting you together with infinite care, inscribing my purpose upon the chambers of your heart. With a love beyond mortal tongue's ability to utter, I have watched over you, my gaze never wavering, my hand never withdrawing. Each day I call your name, soft as the morning breeze, persistent as the rolling tide, reminding you of my unceasing mercy, my immeasurable grace, and the sacred promise I wove into the very marrow of your being. You were not ushered into a world of splendor, yet I set my gaze upon you and anointed you as a beacon in the gathering dusk, a vessel of light, a herald of my truth, a bringer of hope to the weary souls wandering lost in shadow. Now I come once more to awaken that divine spark, to stir the embers of faith within you, that they may burn with renewed fervor despite the tempests that have sought to quench their glow. Oh, my beloved, I know you. I see the burdens that weigh upon you, the unseen battles that rage within. I have watched the shadows of worry creep into your mind, the storms of adversity thunder against your door, the relentless tide of doubt seeking to drag you beneath its depths. You have walked through the crucible of affliction. You have wandered through the wilderness of fear and despair, yet still you stand. Battered perhaps, but unbroken. You stand because my breath fills your lungs, because my strength upholds you even when you feel too weak to go on. I have not forsaken you, not in the darkest night, nor in the fiercest trial. When unseen dangers prowled the night, I commanded my angels concerning you. Their unseen hands lifted a shield about you, deflecting arrows meant for your destruction. I have confounded every scheme against you, dismantled every snare laid in secret. For I am your defender, your stronghold, your refuge in the storm. I fought for your calling when the enemy sought to steal it away, when darkness conspired to silence your voice, to crush your spirit beneath the weight of sorrow. Hate sought to wound you. Venomous tongues rose to tear you down. Despair sought to drain the fire from your soul. But I descended in my mercy, lifted you in my unfathomable love, and anointed you with healing oil, that you might rise again, radiant with the glory I have placed within you. I have placed 1,000 dreams within your heart, and I alone have the power to bring them to fruition. I have unlocked doors no hand can close. I have crafted you into a warrior, clothed you in garments of strength, and set within you a fire that cannot be quenched, a flame meant to guide you, to comfort you, to embolden you in the face of despair. You were not fashioned to shrink back, to cower before hardship. You were formed with purpose, carved from eternity's depths, destined to carry my light to the ends of the earth. Look now upon your life, my beloved. Trace the steps of your journey, the hidden battles you have survived, the silent victories I have wrought on your behalf. Every breath you have drawn, every sunrise that has kissed your face, is a testament to my unwavering devotion. Recall the moments when deliverance came unseen, when provision met you at the brink of despair, when my presence enveloped you though your eyes could not see. Even when you questioned, even when you faltered, I remained. The rock beneath your feet, the shelter above your head, the steady hand that never lets go. I know the nights you have wept in secret, wondering if you were enough, if you were truly chosen for the road I have laid before you. Hear me now. I delight in you. My joy is to see you thrive, to watch you walk unburdened by the chains of fear, free from the yoke of shame and uncertainty. Though the world may misunderstand you, though voices may rise to cast doubt upon your purpose, know this: I have called you, and my call is irrevocable. The applause of men is fleeting, the approval of the world shifting as the sands, but my love is unshakable, my acceptance of you absolute. You are seen, my beloved. You are known. You are cherished beyond measure. And so I ask you now, will you trust me? Will you place your tomorrows in my hands and surrender the weight of your dreams to my perfect design? Do not be dismayed by the skepticism of those who do not understand your path, for their doubt is not your truth. Their disbelief holds no power over the plans I have set in motion for you. My purpose for you stands firm, unyielding as the mountains, unwavering as the stars that I have flung into the heavens. Take my hand, beloved, and walk with me. Ascend the heights I have prepared for you. Step onto the paths you once feared to tread. Though the climb may be steep, though the waters may rage and the valleys may seem desolate, know this: I go before you. I walk beside you. I uphold you with a love that cannot fail. There will be days when discouragement whispers in your ear, when weariness begs you to surrender the fight, but I have placed within you a spirit of endurance, a will that cannot be broken, a faith that can move mountains. Do not retreat. Do not waver. Stand firm in the calling I have spoken over your life, for I have fortified you with my strength, and I will sustain you through every storm. Do not wait for others to recognize your worth or acknowledge your struggle. I have already crowned you with my favor. I have clothed you in my righteousness. You seek acceptance in the eyes of men, but I tell you, my love is greater than any earthly validation, more steadfast than the fleeting applause of the world. If some do not celebrate your journey, it is because their hearts are not aligned with the vision I have placed within you. But I celebrate you. I rejoice over you with singing. Rest now in my presence, and know that I have withheld no good thing from you. I am pouring out my blessings upon your home, leaving signs of my grace in every corner of your life. Lift your eyes, my beloved. The dawn is breaking. The light is rising, and I am with you, now and forevermore. Lay your burdens before me, and I shall cause you to flourish in body, mind, and spirit. Stand firm in devotion. Lift your eyes to the heavens, and behold how I pour forth blessings as an unceasing torrent, drenching the parched earth of your soul. Let your gratitude rise like a flame upon the altar, a luminous testimony that I have never forsaken you, nor shall I ever turn away. Speak your trust into the silence of the night. Let your whispered faith stir the depths of eternity. For I hear every murmur of praise, every sigh of desperation, and I cherish them as a father treasures the voice of his beloved child. Come before me unguarded and unmasked, desiring not favor nor reward, but only the light of my presence. In that sacred space of sincerity, I shall unveil my grace in ways unfathomable, revealing the depths of my compassion to you. Draw near, and I will make you an instrument of my mercy, your words a balm to the weary, your prayers a fortress for the weak, your simplest kindnesses a ripple of healing across the great expanse of the world. When you kneel for a stranger, when you bless the undeserving, when you cast aside resentment and choose to love, each act resounds like a song in the courts of heaven. Remember, my child, how I have lifted you from the pit of despair. Recall the hour when shadows gathered, when your strength ebbed and your heart faltered. In that moment I was already moving unseen, weaving redemption from ruin, crafting deliverance from what seemed insurmountable. My power is made perfect in the ashes of your exhaustion, My wisdom illuminates when all else is obscured. Cling to this truth. Though all else fades, I remain unshaken. I am the anchor that holds through the fiercest storm, the refuge that cannot be breached. Let not bitterness take root within you, nor allow cynicism to erode the purity of your faith. Many will scoff, their eyes blind to the unseen, their hearts veiled against wonder. They shall say, "Where is your God?" But they know not that faith is the key to the miraculous, that surrender unlocks the gates of glory. Stand resolute and do not waver, for I have chosen you to be the vessel of my mighty works. The smallest offering, given in trust, shall be multiplied beyond reckoning. Where others see desolation, I see a field ripe for my majesty. Though adversaries conspire and plot, their schemes are but dust before me, for my hand upholds you, and no darkness shall prevail. Darkness, do not fear the obstacles that arise, nor tremble before the trials that loom, for they are not the end, but the passage to greater things. Every hardship refines, every struggle reshapes, purging what is false, strengthening what is true. In time, you shall look back and see how the fire did not consume, but tempered, how the valley was not a grave, but a proving ground for the glory to come. I am shaping you into a pillar of strength, not that you may boast, but so that you might lift those who have fallen, that your hands might steady the trembling, your voice might call forth the lost. Let love be your banner, humility your compass, faithfulness your crown. As I have loved you with a love unquenchable, so must you pour forth that love without measure. Let it flow through you like a river, reaching the forgotten, the wounded, even those who have wounded you. Keep your prayers alive. Let them rise as incense before me, for they are the sparks that ignite the fire of hope within your soul. Do not despair when answers seem delayed, for my timing is woven into a grand design you cannot yet perceive. What seems like silence is the moment I am fashioning the most profound transformation of your life. Wait upon me, beloved, for I do not fail. Even as the world crumbles, I remain your unshakable foundation, the rock upon which no storm prevails. Lift your head and cast off the weight of shame. I have washed you in grace, clothed you in righteousness, and called you my own. No condemnation shall cling to you, for my mercy has spoken the final word. Though the voices of the world declare you unworthy, my voice alone holds the power of truth. My sacrifice has paid for every debt. My love has sealed your redemption. The chains of the past hold no claim upon you, for I have broken them with the force of my boundless love. Even now, I see the battle within you, the hesitation in your heart. You wonder if my love could truly be so vast, so unwavering, so relentless in its pursuit. But I tell you, my love is beyond measure. It seeks you in the darkness, calls to you in the wilderness, stands guard over you through every tempest. I have counted your tears, gathered them as sacred offerings, each one a testimony of the faith that has not withered. I do not chastise you for your doubts. I steady you. I hold you. I whisper courage into your trembling soul. Do not exhaust yourself seeking the approval of men, for their voices are fleeting as the wind. Let their clamor fall away. Listen instead to my voice, gentle but unwavering, calling you into the fullness of all I have prepared for you. Whether you stand in solitude or in the midst of multitudes, my presence is near, bridging every chasm within your heart. When you feel unworthy, I crown you with dignity. When you falter, I uphold you. When you feel lost, I guide you with unfailing hands. My strength finds its perfection in your weakness. My power transforms the broken into the unbreakable. Hold fast to me now. Press into the certainty of my faithfulness. Let go of regret, of fear, of every weight that seeks to entangle your spirit. See how I clothe you in celebration, array you in garments of honor, set before you a table of abundance. The pain you have endured, the trials that scorched your path, shall become the foundation from which compassion flows. One day you shall lead others through the valleys you once feared, your wisdom, a beacon to the wandering. Where you once walked in isolation, I shall draw you into fellowship with those who share your hunger for truth and your heart for kindness. Where you once felt impoverished, I shall open the floodgates of my provision, supplying your every need from the storehouses of heaven. I have watched over you in your weariness, seen the sincerity of your heart even in your frailty. I have cherished every whispered vow, every quiet surrender, every moment you turned your face toward me, despite the heaviness of your soul. You are seen, my child. You are known, and you are deeply loved. Though the mountains crumble and the oceans roar, my covenant with you shall never waver. No distance, no failure, no rejection from men can sever the bond I have sealed in eternity. You are mine, and I am forever yours. Nothing in all of creation, neither the vastness of the heavens nor the depths of the abyss, can sever you from the boundless love I pour upon you. If you wander through the valley, where shadows stretch long and sorrow whispers despair, know that I am the eternal flame, illuminating your path with unwavering light. If you stand atop the highest summit, where the air is thin and the world lies beneath your feet, let each breath you draw be a testament to my sustaining presence. Look around, beloved, for the very rhythm of your heartbeat sings of my mercy. Every battle you have conquered, every storm you have withstood, was not by chance, but by the quiet strength of my grace at work within you. When joy blossomed unexpectedly in the midst of weeping, it was my gentle reminder that darkness holds no dominion over the dawn I have ordained for you. I bid you to see yourself as I see you, chosen, beloved, redeemed beyond measure. Cast aside the heavy garments of guilt and condemnation, for they are but remnants of a past that no longer defines you. You are not the sum of your failures, nor the echo of voices that misunderstand you. You are mine, set apart for a destiny sculpted by my own hand. Do not let despair take root, for seasons do not linger beyond their appointed time. As winter yields to spring and the tempest bows to calm skies, so too shall your sorrow give way to rejoicing. Even if your heart now bears the weight of loss, do not believe for a moment that I am distant. My touch is restorative. My love is a force that mends the broken, revives the weary, and breathes hope into what once lay in ruins. I am ever near, moving unseen, preparing the way before you. Anticipate my intervention, for I delight in revealing my power to those who call upon me in faith. Perhaps you have been overlooked by those who once praised you, or the road ahead seems veiled in uncertainty. Fear not, for I have already gone before you, charting a course that leads to goodness and peace. Some doors may have closed, not as punishment, but as a divine redirection, protecting you from paths that would have led to ruin. Trust in my design, for even endings serve their purpose, guiding you toward a future bathed in my light. I am not a God of harm, but of flourishing, and I long to see you rooted in abundance, like a tree planted by streams of living water. So, stand firm, my beloved, and do not abandon the seeds of hope I have sown within you. Even when the soil of your circumstances seems barren, know that I am the master gardener, breaking through every hardened place. Nurture your dreams with prayer, and let faith be the sunlight that coaxes them to life. In due time, you shall reap a harvest beyond your imagining. And as you grow, walk humbly, never forgetting that each victory is but a reflection of my goodness, each triumph a moment to extend grace to those still journeying through their wilderness. Your family, too, is cradled in my hands, Do not despair over discord, for I am the weaver of unity, the restorer of what is fractured. Speak life where anger would demand curses. Cover your loved ones in intercession rather than in bitter words. Yes, discipline has its place, but let it be infused with my love, so that correction heals rather than wounds. Invite my peace into your home, and I shall dwell among you, replacing strife with harmony, sorrow with joy. Even in the quiet hours of the night as you sleep unguarded, know that I watch over you, whispering words of comfort into your soul, filling your spirit with visions of renewal. When morning breaks, rise with the knowledge that each day is a gift, a thread woven into the grand tapestry of my design. Should you stumble, my hand is already reaching to steady you. If you falter, do not despair, for I am the one who lifts the fallen, who breathes courage into the faint-hearted. Growth is a journey, not a race. Each season serves its purpose. In the waiting, character is refined. In the trials, resilience is forged. In the silence, my still, small voice becomes clearer. Trust that not a single moment is wasted in my hands. Every experience, whether radiant with joy or shadowed with pain, is a vessel through which I shape you and prepare you to pour life into others. Abandon the urgency to measure your path against another's. Comparison is a thief of peace, but my love is your steady anchor. Fix your gaze upon me, and let my everlasting arms uphold you. Call upon me in your darkest hour, and I will answer, for I am not a distant deity, but an ever-present refuge. Confide in me with your unspoken fears, your regrets, your hidden wounds. I will never use them against you. My heart overflows with compassion, longing to bestow upon you a peace that surpasses all understanding. Even now, as you read these words, let the stirring in your spirit remind you of my nearness. Like a gentle embrace, my presence wraps around you, soothing every ache, breathing life into every weary corner of your soul. Hear this truth, my beloved. You are never alone. I am your steadfast companion, your unshakable stronghold, your Redeemer whose love knows no bounds. The storms may rage, but they will not consume you, for I stand as your shield. People may come and go, but my devotion to you is eternal. Not even your own doubts can separate you from my embrace. When you fall, I call you to rise again. When you falter, my grace is already at work. I am the lifter of your head, never the accuser, never the destroyer of your spirit. So lift your eyes and behold the horizon of your destiny. What seems an obstacle today will soon become a testimony of my power. What once broke your heart will one day be a story of my restoration. Your trembling weakness will be transformed into an unshakable foundation of faith. Therefore, fear not, but embrace this invitation to live boldly, to pursue the dreams I have placed within you with unrelenting joy, knowing that I am your provider, your sustainer, your ever-present help in times of need. You are precious to me. If you have ever doubted your worth, let that doubt be silenced now. If you have questioned whether your voice carries meaning, know that it speaks forth my truth. If you have feared that you are unworthy of love, be assured that I love you beyond all human measure. Let every chain of condemnation be shattered. Step into the liberty my grace has purchased for you. Walk in the confidence of a cherished child, knowing that your Father's favor rests upon you. Bring to me your burdens, your worries, your anxious thoughts, and lay them at my feet. Do not let fear cloud the beauty of the dawn, for I hold all your tomorrows. My plan does not fail. Even when you see no immediate change, trust in my perfect timing, for I am the God of miracles, and I am never late. Take my hand and let me lead you, for my grip is strong, and I will never forsake you in the midst of the journey. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the floodgates of blessing. If bitterness has taken root, release it unto me. If resentment has built walls around your heart, let my love tear them down. Step into freedom, and let joy rise within you, for I am making all things new. My beloved, I have watched the weight of sorrow press upon your spirit, the ache of longing that echoes through your soul like a lonely wind across barren lands. But hear me now. I am the one who rends the veil of despair, the one who tears down every stronghold that binds you, that you may step into the boundless light of my presence. I long to demolish every fear, every doubt, every chain of sorrow that has wrapped itself around your heart, for I have destined you for joy, for peace, for a revelation of my love deeper than the ocean and more vast than the heavens. Bring me your tears, your heartbreak, your anger. Do not hide them, do not withhold them. I am the one who collects every drop of sorrow, who turns mourning into dancing and garments of heaviness into robes of praise. I will take your wounds, your burdens, and I will cleanse them in the river of my mercy until not a trace remains. Through the refining fire of my love, you will rise anew, with a heart enlarged beyond what you thought possible. A heart that loves with a depth and purity that defies all human limitation. You will become a vessel of reconciliation, a channel through which my grace flows like living water to the thirsty and the weary. Do not despair when doors seem closed before you, when the road appears impassable, when silence lingers where you long for answers. For I, the Eternal One, see the end from the beginning. Where you perceive a dead end, I am already carving a path through the wilderness. Where you feel trapped, I am working unseen, orchestrating a deliverance beyond your imagining. Trust in me, for I will guide you with clarity, sending companions upon your journey, kindred spirits whose hearts beat in rhythm with mine. While some will fade into the past, those meant to walk beside you in this season will remain steadfast, unwavering in their love and support. I will unite you with those whose spirits burn with the same fire, whose presence will ignite your faith and renew your strength. Come to me, my beloved, with every burden you have carried, with every regret that whispers in the quiet hours of night, with every fear that clouds your vision of tomorrow. Lay them before me, surrender them into my hands, and watch as I transform them into stepping stones toward the destiny I have prepared for you. Release your grip on the illusion of control, and let my peace, deeper than the chasms of the earth, flood your soul. My spirit is at work within you even now, shaping, preparing, refining, readying you for the outpouring of blessings yet unseen. My love reaches beyond the edges of the world, filling the spaces where you have felt empty, bringing purpose to your pain and promise to your dreams. Stand firm against the voices that mock your faith, those who scoff and say that miracles are mere relics of the past. Do they not see? Do they not understand? I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My power undiminished, my works unceasing in the lives of those who dare to believe. Yes, I will lift the lowly, I will exalt the humble, I will take what the world casts aside and crown it with my glory. The proud may revel in their wisdom, but my kingdom is unveiled to those with childlike trust, to those who look beyond the fleeting applause of men and fix their eyes upon me. Breathe deeply now. Inhale the peace I pour into your spirit. Let it settle into the hidden recesses of your heart, where once worry took root. Let your shoulders release the weight they were never meant to carry. The yoke I place upon you is not heavy. It is a yoke of trust, woven from the certainty of my presence. You were not made to languish in despair, but to rise on the winds of hope, to soar where once you stumbled. Spread wide the wings of your faith, for I am lifting you beyond the troubles that seemed insurmountable. I am granting you a vision, a holy perspective that pierces beyond the veil of hardship into the eternal purpose for which you were created. And even if you stumble, do not let shame consume you. Every fall is but an opportunity to learn, to grow, to cling ever closer to my grace. Let your missteps be your teachers, not your tyrants, for in humility you will find the safest refuge, my arms outstretched and waiting. You need not hide your wounds from me. I see them already. And my response? Mercy, compassion, love that does not waver. Bring them all to me and watch as I shape you into a bearer of hope, a light in the darkness, a testimony of my faithfulness. Consider this moment a new beginning, the dawn of a new day, where the past loses its grip and the future shimmers with promise. Rise from the dust of disappointment, shake off the ashes of yesterday's sorrow, and fix your gaze upon me. Step by step, I will lead you. Step by step, I will unfold a story more wondrous than you have dared to dream. A journey into peace that stills storms, into love that melts away bitterness, into faith that moves mountains. Speak to me, my beloved, with the honesty of your soul. Do not fear to bring me your doubts, your pain, your longing. I welcome them all, for in the rawness of your prayers, I will meet you with the tenderness of my presence. In our communion you will find the remedy for every sorrow, the strength for every trial. Yes, even now I am weaving together the strands of your life into a tapestry of wonder. Even now I am preparing moments of divine appointment, aligning resources, shedding light into the corners of your heart that have known too much darkness. Your tears have not been ignored. Your cries have not been unheard. Trust in the boundless depths of my compassion and hold fast to the unwavering truth that I am with you, leading you into a future where hope reigns and love triumphs. Have you wondered why my words to you are filled with reminders of your worth, your calling, your destiny? It is because I long for you to see yourself through my eyes, to understand that every dream I have placed within you is within your reach. From the first breath I spoke into you, I infused you with divine purpose. No trial can uproot what I have planted. No storm can undo what I have ordained. Though adversaries may rise, though discouragement may loom, a single spark of my light will drive them away. I have not called you to this journey to abandon you, but to reveal the magnitude of my grace working in you and through you. Do not allow your past mistakes to hold you back from my embrace. I already know every chapter of your story, and yet I call you worthy. I'm not deterred by your flaws. I extend my hand to guide you beyond them, into healing, into strength, into joy. Open your heart, my beloved, to the possibilities that once seemed beyond reach. Remember the times I have rescued you, the moments I shielded you from calamity before you even knew it was near. Do you not see? My angels have stood guard over you. My power has been a fortress around you. No wave of adversity has risen without my knowledge, and no trial has come that I have not used to refine you. Do not fear the unknown. Do not tremble before uncertainty. No force exists that is greater than my love for you. Step forward, unafraid. Walk into the life I have prepared, for I am with you, now and always. Yes, I am shaping you in the fire of courage, tempering your spirit, as steel refined in the furnace of trial. I am forging within you an unshakable confidence, one that stands tall and resolute, even when the tempests of life rage and the shadows stretch long before you. Each step you take into the unknown, each moment you surrender your fears and walk forward by faith, you weave a tapestry of trust, one thread at a time. Do not tremble at the uncertainty, nor recoil at the trials before you. For in the very crucible of adversity, my power is revealed. The storms you endure are not punishments, but divine stages upon which my wonders unfold, where the impossible bows before my sovereignty, and the miraculous is written into the story of your life. The world looks upon trials and sees only hardship, but I call you to see deeper, to recognize in every battle an opportunity for my hand to move, to strengthen, to provide. The waves that threaten to overtake you are the very waters upon which you will walk if you fix your gaze upon me. I have entrusted you with a sacred commission, to be a beacon for the weary, a voice of hope to those crushed beneath the burdens of despair. Let your words be a healing balm, an ointment for wounded souls. Speak of the solace you have found in my presence. Proclaim how my love lifted you from the abyss of sorrow when all light seemed lost. Let your testimony be a song of redemption, a melody of second chances that reminds the broken-hearted that my love is relentless, my mercy boundless, my grace an ever-flowing river that revives the parched soul. Your story, with all its valleys and mountaintops, is not a mere collection of events. It is a lamp set upon a hill, illuminating the path for others. If you ever feel inadequate for the calling I have placed upon you, remember, it is not your strength that will sustain you, but mine. I pour wisdom into your mind like rain upon dry earth. I anoint your thoughts with clarity, your decisions with discernment, and your hands with the strength to accomplish what you could never achieve alone. Your limitations are but an empty vessel, ready to be filled with my power. Offer me your willingness, no matter how small, and watch as I multiply it, expanding your reach, amplifying your voice, and accomplishing through you what you once deemed impossible. Do not fear that your acts of love and kindness will fade unnoticed into the void. In my kingdom, no seed of goodness is ever wasted. Every deed, no matter how small, is a ripple upon the waters, carrying forth waves of transformation beyond what your eyes can see. When you give from the depths of your heart, you are not diminished but enlarged, for love that is poured out is never depleted. It is replenished in overflowing measure by my own hand. And when the path ahead seems lonely, when those once dear drift away like autumn leaves upon the wind, do not let sorrow embitter your heart. Some are with you for only a season, woven into your journey for a time, but not meant to remain. I see beyond the present moment, beyond what you can comprehend. Trust that every meeting and every farewell is by my design, for I am the weaver of all connections, the master of divine appointments. Though loneliness may press against your spirit, know that I am near. I am your dwelling place, your refuge, your everlasting companion. Seek me in the silence, and I will fill the emptiness with my presence. In the stillness I will whisper to your soul, revealing mysteries of my heart that only the quiet can unveil. Pause, my beloved, and look back upon the road you have traveled. The journey has not been without pain, yet every trial has shaped you. Every hardship has strengthened you. Every wound has been bound by my own hands. I'm not finished writing your story. The pages ahead brim with victories yet unseen, with reconciliations long prayed for, with doors yet unopened, revealing greater territories than you have imagined. Every chapter of loss has been followed by a new dawn. Every heartbreak that sought to shatter you has instead forged a resilience within you that the world cannot break. What you once deemed unattainable, I have brought forth in my perfect timing. My plans have never wavered, and my purposes for you stand firm. Yet in all things, remember this: humility is the key that unlocks the storehouses of my grace. Do not raise your victories as banners of self-glory, forgetting the one who has empowered you. Pride erects walls that stifle my blessings, but a heart bowed in gratitude welcomes an outpouring beyond measure. Approach me daily with a spirit of thanksgiving, acknowledging that every good and perfect gift flows from my hands. Breathe in the air of my mercy, walk in the light of my provision, and let your soul rejoice, not in what you have done, but in the unfathomable love that sustains you. Let your life be rooted in love, your every action an echo of my compassion. Speak with kindness, move with grace, and surrender your plans into my hands. Look around you. See the weary, the wandering, the brokenhearted, who long for someone to notice their pain. Reach out to them with the same tenderness I have shown you. Be my hands upon the earth, my voice of comfort, my vessel of healing. As you pour into others, you will find your own heart overflowing. For giving does not deplete you, rather, it enlarges your capacity to experience more of me. You wonder how you will sustain the journey ahead, how you will bear the weight of all I have placed upon your heart. Hear this, my beloved. My grace has already gone before you. It awaits you in every tomorrow. You need not fear the days to come, nor be burdened by the weight of what is not yet revealed. Trust me in this present moment. Release the regrets of yesterday. Cast off the anxieties of the future and rest in the steady embrace of my sovereignty. I am the Lord of your days, the anchor in every storm, the hand that lifts you when you falter. When the waves threaten to overwhelm you, step back into the stillness of my presence and let my peace enfold you. I did not create you to strive endlessly without rest. I fashioned you to abide, to dwell in the fullness of my joy. And when I bless you, do not trumpet it for self-gain. Let your heart remain reverent, your spirit humble. My gifts are not ornaments for display, but tools for love, for generosity, for lifting up those in need. Use what I have given you to strengthen your household, to be a source of refuge for others, and to cultivate a life of ceaseless gratitude. Steward well what I have entrusted to you, that in all things my name may be glorified, and my love may shine forth through you. An unquenchable light in a world longing for hope. My beloved, I have poured forth my blessings upon you like the gentle rain that nourishes the earth, and you in turn have stewarded them with faithfulness, humility, and love. You and I are bound by a covenant deeper than the ocean, more enduring than the mountains, for I have inscribed your name upon the palm of my hand. Should doubt ever creep upon the doorstep of your heart, whispering that I have withdrawn my presence, cast your eyes back upon the mighty works I have wrought in your life. Recall the prayers I have answered in the silence of your waiting, the doors I have opened when all seemed lost, the comfort I have whispered in the night when sorrow threatened to consume you. These are not fleeting moments, but markers of my steadfast faithfulness, memorial stones in the landscape of your soul that testify to my unrelenting love. Let not the weight of the present blind you to the miracles of the past, nor the uncertainty of the future steal the joy of today. Each moment of deliverance, each divine encounter, each unforeseen blessing is not meant for you alone, but to be shared, that others might find their hope renewed. In this way, your trials become testimonies, your victories a light upon the path of the weary. Know this, my eyes roam the earth ceaselessly, seeking those whose hearts are turned toward me, those who long for my presence in their laughter and their tears. I delight in you, my child, not because of your strength, but because you press on, because you seek me in both the abundance of joy and the valley of shadows. Your prayers rise before me as incense, sweet and fragrant, a testament of trust that reaches the very throne of heaven. Do not be deceived by the silence, nor dismayed by the delay. Your voice does not vanish into the void, nor do your cries fall unheard. Every whisper of faith is known to me. Every plea is gathered as a precious treasure. At times, I answer in the quiet unfolding of a new opportunity. At times, I move in the mighty waves of divine intervention. At times, I speak in a whisper that reaches into the depths of your soul when you least expect it. But never doubt I am listening. Never believe the lie that you are abandoned. You have not yet seen the full measure of my goodness, nor tasted the depth of my wonders. The road ahead may twist and turn, the path may darken before it brightens, and your faith may be tried by storms you never foresaw. But hear me, my beloved, hold fast to hope. It is not a fragile thing, but an anchor, sure and steadfast, which no tempest can sever. When confusion seeks to cloud your mind, come to me, and I will be your wisdom. When disappointment presses heavy upon your heart, lift your voice in praise, and I will fill you with a joy that defies understanding. When sorrow steals your words, let your tears speak, and I will gather them as sacred offerings, answering with arms of mercy that will not let you go. Behold, I am weaving something new, even in the trials you dread. In the very fire meant to consume you, I shall reveal my glory. What the enemy has purposed for harm, I will transform into a stepping stone toward a purpose more grand than you have imagined. Nothing is wasted in my design, not a single tear, not a single moment of suffering, not a single season of waiting. The day will come when you will stand on the other side of the valley, looking back with wonder at the tapestry I have woven. You will see how I have turned sorrow into strength, pain into wisdom, and waiting into the fulfillment of promises yet unseen. Release the past, my child. Let go of the regrets that chain you to what was. You are not defined by your mistakes, nor by the shadows of yesterday. My grace is a river deeper than your failures, stronger than your shame. My sacrifice has paid the price. My redemption has called you by a new name. Walk then in the freedom I have given you. Leave behind the what-ifs, the if-onlys, the mournful sighs over roads not taken. Lift your gaze, for the path ahead is ripe with promise, rich with destiny. You are not bound to relive the past. My presence in your life changes the course of your future. Celebrate the victories, no matter how small. A kind word given, a temptation resisted, a hand extended to the brokenhearted. Do you not see? These are the very moments in which I'm present, moving through you, transforming the ordinary into the eternal. Heaven rejoices in your faithfulness, in your choice to love when it is hard, to show patience when frustration beckons, to speak life when the world speaks despair. The sum of these choices weaves a life that glorifies me in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Remain with me, beloved. Let not your faith be a fleeting flame, but a steady light that grows ever brighter. Seek me in the quiet hours, in the stillness of the morning, in the chaos of the day, in the silence of the night. Let my words shape your mind. Let my wisdom guide your steps. Let my spirit steady your soul. With each sunrise, I grant you a gift, another day, another chance to grow, to love, to walk in the fullness of all I have prepared for you. Fear not, for I am with you. Rejoice, for I go before you. Hope, for I am not finished writing your story, and the best is yet to come. Even as the world around you clamors with a restless fury, with voices rising like waves upon a storm-tossed sea, I call you to guard the sacred stillness where my presence dwells. In the quiet sanctuary of communion with me, where the noise of the world fades into a distant hum, you shall find the truest revelation of who you are, beloved beyond measure, called with purpose, entrusted with a destiny written before the foundations of the earth were laid. Let not the fleeting wisdom of men distract you from the eternal truths I whisper in the secret place. My spirit speaks of things no earthly mind can fully comprehend, unveiling mysteries unknown, illuminating paths unseen, pouring into your soul the divine nectar of understanding. Let the rush of the world subside, and let my words wash over you like a river of delight, restoring, renewing, and reviving the depths of your being. For in the hush of holy intimacy, wounds are healed, chains are shattered, and your spirit is renewed with strength beyond mortal comprehension. Yes, the trials of this world will come, for the earth groans under the weight of its fallen state. You will walk through valleys shadowed with sorrow, and the winds of adversity may howl against your path. But hear me, my child. These trials are not tombstones, but stepping stones. They are not signs of defeat, but altars upon which my deliverance is displayed. A delay is not a denial. A closed door is not the end of the journey. What seems like an obstacle may be the divine hand, redirecting you to a path far richer than what you once desired. Do you not know? Have you not heard? I'm the one who makes a way where none can be found. If I have stretched the heavens like a canvas and set the stars in their courses, can I not also order your steps in righteousness and lead you into the abundance of my will? Be prepared, for not all will understand the fire I have kindled within you. As you draw closer to me, some will misinterpret your devotion. They may call it unnecessary, extreme, or even foolish. Do not waste your breath in striving for their approval. Simply walk in integrity, clothed in the radiance of my love. In time they will see the fruit of your faith and marvel at the transformation wrought by my hand. Your life itself shall be the testimony that I live and move within those who seek me with all their hearts. Beware too of envy when you witness others receiving the blessings for which you have long prayed. The human heart, though redeemed, is prone to longing and comparison. But trust in my perfect design, for I am not a God of lack or favoritism. My storehouses are vast, overflowing beyond measure. What I bestow upon one does not diminish what I have prepared for you. Rejoice in my goodness, whether it is poured into your own cup or into the hands of another. In due season, the harvest I have ordained for you shall come, and it shall be exceedingly, abundantly beyond all you have hoped. Guard your heart as a watchman guards the gates of a mighty city. Do not allow the thorns of bitterness, doubt, or fear to take root in the soil of your soul. Let my words be the lamp unto your feet, my promises the fortress in which you take refuge. Speak life, meditate upon truth, and reject the whispers of the enemy who seeks to cloud your mind with despair. The past holds no power over you, and the chains that once bound you have been broken by the blood of the Lamb. You are free, free to dance in my courts, free to sing with the unshackled joy of redemption, free to chase the dreams I've planted within you. Even now, I am stirring within you a boldness unshaken by disappointment. I breathe life into gifts that have lain dormant. I reignite passions the world tried to extinguish. Do you hear my voice calling? Rise, my beloved, and walk forward. The path before you is not one of aimless wandering, but of divine destiny. Every decision, every step, every longing surrendered into my hands will be refined, pruned, and shaped for a glory yet to be revealed. Some things must be cut away, not as a punishment, but as a gardener prunes the vine, ensuring that greater fruitfulness will come. Trust my wisdom, for I withhold nothing from you that would bring forth true and lasting joy. Oh, my child, if only you could see yourself as I see you. You gaze at your present struggles and measure your worth by the weight of your trials, but I see the radiance of your unfolding story. The brilliance of your future is undiminished by your present suffering. Behind every difficulty, behind every door that appears shut, I stand ready to unveil my power in ways you have not yet imagined. Do you not know? Your story is woven into a tapestry far greater than your eyes can see. Every yes you offer me, every moment of faithfulness sends ripples into eternity, touching hearts you will never meet, shifting destinies beyond your comprehension. Your resilience, your trust, your steadfast love, these are the markers of a life surrendered to glory. I hold you close, my beloved. Even if fire rages around you, it shall not consume you, for I am the flame that protects, not destroys. When the waters threaten to rise above your head, I will lift you up, setting your feet upon the rock of my steadfastness. When your heart is wounded by the sorrows of this world, my love shall be the healing balm that restores you. Fix your gaze upon me and let my voice drown out every fear, every doubt, every lie. Breathe, my child. Inhale my peace. Exhale your anxieties. Know this, I have already overcome the world. If I'm for you, who then can stand against you? The days ahead are not filled with uncertainty, but with unfolding glory. You may not see every step before you, but I see it all, and I promise you this. My goodness will never fail you. The time has come for new chapters to be written, for new songs to rise from your lips. These days ahead will be marked by breakthroughs, by faith renewed, by love expanded beyond the borders of your understanding. When you placed your trust in me, I responded not with mere kindness, but with a grace that defies human reason. Stand firm, my beloved, for your story is still being told, and I am the author who scripts only victory. Let your heart be glad, for even in the unknown, I remain your steadfast refuge. My love for you is everlasting. My strength upholds you with unwavering might, and my wisdom guides you with a faithfulness that knows no end. Now go forward, walk in the radiance of this promise.